Hey guys, I'm Vignesh and welcome back to my YouTube channel Cloud and AI Analytics. Hope everyone are doing good. So in today's video, we are going to see how to create a SQL instance, specifically MySQL instance, and how to perform a bulk load in Cloud SQL instance. So this is the objective for today's video. I hope it is very clear, and without any further delay, let's get started. So the services which we will be using for this particular demo is cloud storage like Cloud Bucket, Cloud SQL. This is my SQL instance, not PostgreSQL, MySQL, and the last one is Cloud Shell and Editor. First, we will see how to create an Cloud SQL, MySQL instance in Google Cloud Platform. To do that, we will switch to our cloud platform. This is our console, Google Cloud Console. Here you can click on this navigation menu and you can click on this SQL. Uh, then it will take some time to load that SQL instance. Yeah, for here we can create on this create instance. We can create three different instances database engine in our Google Cloud Platform. One is MySQL, the second one is PostgreSQL, the third one is SQL Server. But in this demo, we will stick with MySQL. So I have clicked on this MySQL. So we can create a GCLI as well as from console as well. For now, in this demo, I'll be creating my console, my DB instance from console. In the next video or in the upcoming videos, I'll show you how to create the same in GCLI command line tool as well. I'll give the name MySQL inst PDE. Password will be GCP @123. So you can use system generated password or else you can give it on your own. But no password, like I will not recommend it, and most of them will not recommend it. So just give a password of your own. The next one is database version. I'll select MySQL 5.7, and this is an regional service. I'm going to take a region, and that is Asia South 1. Mumbai location, and zonal availability will be a single zone, and specified zone is like Asia South one will be my primary zone. Next we'll go into this configuration options. Inside that, customize your instance. First is machine type. So instead of high memory, I'll go with standard one virtual CPU and 3.7 GB. The storage will be SSD, that is recommended, and the reason behind SSD is it will be that latency will be very less and it will be costlier, whereas compared with SSD there will be an high latency and the cost will be less. So we wanted to focus on the latency here, so we are going with SSD, and it is recommended by Google as well. The storage capacity for this demo purpose will be configuring it as 10 GB. If you want later also you can edit the system and you can increase it, but since for this demo and for this video I'll be using 10 GB as my storage capacity. So enable automatic storage increases also, so I have enabled that. In connection for now, let it be public, and rest everything will be same. And in label session I'll add new label like demo MySQL. So this is my label, I have added it now. um, I have created it. So it will take some time. It will take some time to create that instance. Meanwhile, I'll show you how to open Cloud Shell Editor. I have already shown this in my many videos. Like you can click on this button. Once it got highlighted, we'll click. Yeah, click on this Activate Cloud Shell and expand this. So in this demo session, I'll show you how to create Cloud SQL instance, MySQL, and then we will do some basic operations like how to connect to the SQL instance, how to create database, list database, create table, list table, create table in your database, and insert values into the database. All those things. I'll show you a small session. Once after this is done, we will be moving into where we will be performing a bulk load into our SQL instance. That is the my SQL instance. So we will be using Git and this bucket. We'll be using this training data analyst repo. This repo is nothing but So this repo is nothing but provided by Google Cloud Platform for our learning purpose. So we'll be using this lab 3a. Inside this Cloud SQL, we'll be using all these three files for our demo purpose. That is bulk load into SQL. So we will be importing the data into from GCS cloud storage to Cloud SQL. So we'll be performing that operation here. For that, we'll be using Git, and we'll do it from CLI command, as well as we'll do it from Cloud Console as well. I'll show you how to do it from SQL as well as console, as well as from gcli command. So this is the we'll be doing it for this video. I hope that instance might have got created by this time. We'll see. Yeah, it is still creating. I'll pause my video, and once I'll be back once that instance has got created. So yeah, after some 3 to 4 minutes, my instance got created. Now I'll go into this instance, and I'll just give you a walkthrough on this instance as well. Like this is our connect to this instance. For now, I have enabled this public IP address. You can take it from there, and the connection name is, this is my project name, project ID, followed by the location, and followed by the SQL instance name, and then we can open Cloud Shell from here as well, and the service account related to this Cloud SQL instance on the operation and logs. So what are the logs? Like it got created, like it started at 7:52 and it got created at 7:56. So it took around 4 minutes to create this instance, and now you can see all the configurations here. So later point of time, if you wanted to increase the configuration, you can come here and you can do it from this edit. Click on this edit configuration, and you can click change it to the machine type, all those things. For now, I'm leaving it as same as what I created. So I'm just copying my SQL instance name, and I'm opening my Cloud Shell editor. So now gcloud SQL connect instance name, and inside this user, we'll see what is the username and database name, all those things. So loading users, the username is root, and the databases is that this is an inbuilt database. The databases are information schema, MySQL performance schema. So these are the inbuilt schema. Inside that's MySQL backups. So when we need to take backup, all those details we can see it here. So it is created at 7:55 on demand, all those details. Replicas and operations. So whatever the operation which we are performing on top of this database, we can find it from here. And now I'll give hyphen hyphen user equal to root. So it will do that whitelisting for now. It will take again some minutes, some time on this also. So we have to wait for that till it prompts the password. So we have to wait for it. The password is whatever the password which we have given while creating that instance. Now we should use the same password here as well. So we have to wait. Apart from that, we don't have much options also. So once this is done, we will be going through this. I have already explained what we are going to do. For now, I am giving this user equal to root. So the followed by next we will be creating database, all those things. Yeah, password has came. So GCP @123. So yeah, we are into our password. We are into our MySQL instance. So we will clear it. Yeah. So first we will create a database. Create database MySQL sample MySQL. So now it is created. Use next we will create database, and then we will use the specific database whatever which we created, sample MySQL. So database changed. Database got changed, and now we are into this use sample MySQL. So now we will see what are the databases available inside this. Show databases. So the databases are information schema, MySQL, performance schema, sample MySQL, and sys. So we use sample. MySQL database has got changed, but it is not reflecting. Now we will see what are the tables present inside this. I guess there will be no tables, so it's an empty set. Now we will see how to create a table. So to create a table, copy this. Um, like table name is entries. So now we'll see what is the table names. It got executed. So we have one table named entries. We will insert values into that. Insert into entries. I will be removing that bullet point. Yeah, followed by this one. Insert into entries. So if you wanted to see what is the table, what is the detail, what are the records present inside that table, you can give deselect star from entries. It's very simple one, guest name, content, and entry ID. So those things. Then we will be seeing show tables. Now we'll see how to describe the table name. Describe entries. So field type null key default exhaust all those things. So entry ID is auto increment, content and guest name. So to see table like we saw that to delete a database, drop database. To delete a table, drop table. And to show all the data from the table, we use this. To return columns and column information, so we can use this show columns from. Show columns from table name, that is entries. So we'll be seeing what is the table name, all those things. We can use describe as well as show columns from entries, or both the thing will do same. And show tables, describe entries, all those things we have done. Yeah, so that's it. Like this is the basic, very basic operations, how to create database, drop, delete, all those things. It's very basic. In this part till now we have completed how to create MySQL instance, how long will it take, and we understood what are the basic configurations as part of MySQL database. And then we SSH'd into our SQL instance, and we created a table, we created database, we switched it to database, all those things we did as part till now. So the next part is we'll be performing a simple operation like how to perform bulk load into our Cloud SQL instance. So for this operation, we'll be using these three instances like Cloud Storage, Cloud SQL, and Cloud Shell Editor. To do this demo, I'll be using this GitHub repo, which I've already shown you here. Um, so I'm creating one more instance. So I have already updated my package. If you didn't update your package till now, you can use the sudo apt-get update. And if you didn't install GitHub, you can use this sudo apt-get -y -qq install git. This will install git in your CLI. Uh, to see the git version, I'm using this git version. So git version is 2.30.2. I have already installed git in my system. So now I'll clone this repo. Git for cloning, use command git clone and the command name. So it will take some time because it is around 57,585 files, so it will take some time. So meanwhile I'll show you what is the one which you are going to do here. So Google, let it like we'll see in from gcli command is gcli itself. See gcli in the sense Google command line interface tool. So we will see it from here itself, like 82%. Like if we give couple of minutes, yeah, it will be done. It is finally done. So if you use ls command, you can find training data analyst, cd training data analyst, list it, and we'll be using this cpb 100 folder. Cpb, so cpb, list into it. So we'll be using this lab 3a for our demo purpose, and list into it. So we'll be using this Cloud SQL. We'll go into the Cloud SQL and we'll be using the Cloud SQL for all the file for our demo purpose. These are the main files. So accommodation.csv, rating.csv, use cat and view what is present inside this table creation.sql. If you see here, it will first create the database recommendation spark, then it will use that recommendation spark and it will drop table, three table: recommendation, rating, accommodation, and it will create table accommodation, rating, and recommendation. It is a kind of a hotel data. So to do this, we'll be moving all these files. So we'll be moving these files to our GCS bucket first. So do that, we'll be using gs util cp cloud SQL hyphen star gs hyphen hyphen. For this bucket, we go to this cloud storage, search buckets or cloud storage. You will be prompted to and then click on it. For this demo purpose, we'll be using demo underscore bucket underscore 97. I have already created the bucket. So if you want, you can create or you can use an existing one also. So I am moving all these files into this Cloud SQL instance. So we'll see whether our file is present inside here or not. So if you see, Cloud SQL is present. Accommodation.csv, rating.csv, table creation.sql. So now we will go to our Cloud SQL page and click on this import to import the um, file inside the Cloud SQL instance, whatever the file which we moved to GCS bucket, right? So we'll be importing that. Go to this demo bucket 97 in Cloud SQL, and inside the Cloud SQL, select, click on this table creation.sql file. So it's a SQL file and database optional is none specified. So we will now click on this import. So it will take some time. Uh, we have to wait. So whatever this command, no, this will get executed here. Create database. If not exit, it will create this database recommendation underscore spark, and it will use this recommendation underscore spark and it will drop all the table. If the table is already existing in this database, then it will drop all those things and it will create table on the name accommodation, rating, recommendation, three different tables. So now we will go into, yeah, it got imported. So if you come to this databases, you can see there, see the recommendation underscore spark. So this you can do as part of gcla command as well. I'll show you here. So you, for doing this, you can use this command: gcloud sql import sql, that instance name and bucket name along with the file name, and finally the database name. Database name for now it is none. You can remove it and you can also execute it. So once after this is done, I'll show you how to import. I'll show you how to import those two packages, right? To accommodation.csv and rating.csv. We'll see how to implement this in from gcla command. So to do that, we'll go here, we'll copy this file and paste it here. gcloud SQL import csv. SQL instance name is MySQL instance. So replace this and Jesus demo bucket. What is the bucket name? Like accommodation CSV. Click on this. If you click on this, you can get the actual path itself from here. So you have to replace this. And database name is, again the database name is recommendation underscore spark. So replace this with this. The table name is this is the most important point. The table name is, the file name which we are going to do is accommodation.csv. The same way we have on table in Postgres, that in MySQL, that is accommodation. So replace the table with this accommodation and copy it, come here and execute this command. gcloud SQL import CSV, that instance name followed by the actual path file name which is present inside the GCS bucket, and the database name and actually the table name. Hit enter. It will take some time. Hopefully this should work. If this is not working, we will do it from console itself. So it will take some time. Meanwhile, I'll do that other bucket. So if you see, like we have one more file that is ratings.csv. Rating.csv. We'll do this from console. Import the same way. Import browse demo bucket 97. Click on this Cloud SQL instance and rating.csv. Select it's a CSV path. Database name is recommendations path. Table name is it is created. So if you see it has been created. Now we will see the what is the file name? Ratings. RATING. Rating. I'll do it from this console as well and import. So this is also done. We imported the other file. We imported this accommodation file, accommodation.csv from gcla, and we imported rating.csv from console, and we imported .sql file also as part of the console. So I hope we can do as part of console and also in gcla command as well. So now we wanted to come here. We'll go here and list it out, and we'll execute this bash find my assets. So it will generate an IP address. It will generate an IP address. We have to come to this connection box, and inside this add network, like authorized network, click on this add network. The reason is we don't need to whitelist our server when we are logging as part of our GCLI summon. To overcome that, we are doing it. So inside this network, keep this and demo MySQL and add net not no cancel this, and I have added this demo network and save it. So it will take some time to save it. Once that is done, I'll show you how to log in using that using the IP address. Instead of using the gcloud command, we will log in now using the IP address itself. So let it load. It is updating. Let it update. I hope till now everything is clear, and I'm doing it slowly only. So I hope everything is clear as of now. Yeah, it got updated. So if you go here and come to connections, sorry, come create one more instance name. I have already created MySQL host equal to copy the in overview one, copy this one like this one host, and user will be root hyphen hyphen password will be gcp @123. It should work. Yeah, you are able to into MySQL instance and show databases. So now we will use recommendation underscore spark show tables. Yeah, if you see, we can see all the tables. Select count star from accommodation. So recommendation underscore spark dot start from 18. Yeah, if you see select start from rating, it is giving error. Sorry, it is giving actual output, the total number of output, every output we can see here. So now we'll see how to, I don't know why accommodation is not showing. Show tables, select start from, okay, spelling is wrong. Accommodation spelling was wrong, so that was the reason. So if you see accommodation, now I can view it. Previously I gave the wrong spelling, so that is why we are not able to see it. So I hope that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new from this video. uh, if you have any doubts or any questions, please post that in the comment section. I'll take a look at it and reply as soon as possible. I hope, I believe this video is informative, and please support, and please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to Cloud and AI Analytics. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. I'll meet you in the next video with interesting content from Google Cloud Platform. Until then, it's bye from Vignesh. Happy learning.